field here on marching Trojans from North Hall High School. The band is proud to present its 2025 show, Repeat. The band is proud to present its 2025 show, Repeat. Our performance tonight will feature Tonight, Phenomena, Bang Bang, Mary Mary, and Please, Please, Please. Drum bassers Cooper Smart and Graceland Merck. Is your band ready? You may take the field. Trojan night at the Brickyard. So please join me in welcoming all the Junior Trojan football teams and cheerleaders tonight as we introduce them. They're going to start out with the 7th grade division, if they're ready to go. If the 7th grade's ready to go. Our 7th grade team is Cooper Bennett, Hudson Case, Alexander Garcia, Jake Hall, William Haynes, Aiden Hernandez, Lucas Howard, Hudson Ivy, Daniel Jones, Kabbalah, Trip Mitier, Mason Morrow, Hudson Mott, Avery Nichols, Elijah Olson, Caleb Rivera, Leonidas Rodriguez, Easton Smith, Ivan Stone, Reed Sullins, Augustin Timchuk, Brixton Wilson, and Caleb Dover. They're coached by Chris Haynes, Stephen Howard, Bo Wilson, Derek Case, and Zach Ivy. Our 1100 Junior Trojans: Chaston Brooks, Riley Conway, Carter Crow, McCoy Curtis, Brantley Dillon, John Donaldson, Bishop Dye, Deacon Farr, Henry Irwin, Eli Johnson, Charles Jones, Eli Jones, Colt Ledford, Gabriel Lentz, Maddox McCloskey, Clifton Malcolm, Michael Norsworthy, Kyle Olson, Easton Poston, Sawyer Satterfield, Aaron Savage, Easton Simmons, Mason Smith, Tate Tally Jones, Brandon Vigil, Watson Wheeler, Jordan Winder, and Riley Young. They're coached by Chris Curtis, Brandon Simmons, Jeffrey Ledford, Logan Owens, and Emery Johnson. That's the 1100 Junior Trojans. Now we have the 1100 cheerleaders: Maddie Moorhead, Caroline Joy, Emery Anderson, Amy Smith, Evelyn Leathers, Grace Ann Payne, Hallie Mobley, Hannah Sanders, Harper Skinner, Kimberly Fowdy, Lila Kemp, Amelia Grace Martin, Mary Catherine Ham, Megan Barnes, Mimi Barnes, Parker Sykes, Stella Talley, and Taylor Morris. They're coached by Melissa Skinner, Emily Wiley, and Hannah Connor. That's the 1100 Junior Trojan cheerleaders. The 1000 Junior Trojans: Robert Aaron, Ashton Arnold, Braylon Arnold, James Bowen, James Byers, Keegan Cash, Rhodes Causey, Jack Cabersazi, Dawson Clark, Elijah Combs, Samuel Davies, Easton Folger, Silas Foster, Hayden Hester, Noah Johnson, James Jones, Huntley Knudsen, Isaac Loggins, Miles Morris, Turner Satterfield, Evan Smith, Elijah Thompson, Rick Walters, Alexander Wheeler, James Wilkins, Asher Williford, and Riker Wyatt. Coached to Dustin Davies, Paul Folger, Brian Knudsen, Adam Williford, and Kevin Cash. That's the 10 and under Junior Trojan football team. The 10 and under cheerleaders: Elena Conley, Aniston Bush, Annabelle Shavira, Aniston Martin, Bailey Miller, Becca Isom, Bentley Owen, Ella Thompson, Ella Wheeler, Ellie Stone, Emerson Herzog, Joanna Lund, Layla Allison, Liliana Smith, Maddie Hamilton, Madeline Bailey, Magna Dale, Mason Holton, McKinley Rigdon, Raylan Caravan, Rowan Eigelhart, Sawyer Shaw, Summer Kendall, and Timley Williams. The coaches are Melanie Martin, Danielle Eigelhart, and Christina Mulkey. That's the 10 and under cheerleaders. Next up is the 9 and under Junior Trojans: Conway Bennett, Wyatt Bowman, Lane Brewer, Houston Case, Cohen Clark, Sebastian Escalante, Micah Fetzer, Rambo Galloway, Maverick Gilmer, Charles Goebel, Cassius Green, Wesley Hall, Hudson Hollyfield, Owen Hughes, Andrew Joyner, Jeremiah Lugo, Gabriel McCall, James Odom, Eli Stoner, Jordan Vigil, and Dean Yeomans. They're coached by Cam Brewer, Blaine Gilmer, Hank Hollifield, Jonathan Stoner, Wes Hall, Derek Clark, and Brad Odom. That's the 900 Junior Trojans. 900 Junior Trojan cheerleaders: Addie Schubert, Adeline Shank, Adeline Smith, Amelia Schaefer, Avery Allison, Avery Brewer, Avery Chadwick, Bella Bowers, Bennett Campbell, Bergen Pittman, Carson May, Celeste Carpenter Florence, Cohen Whitman, Ella Ives, Ellie Kate Ward, Evie Bonds, Gracie Kate Fletcher, Harper Hollifield, Katie Gerard, Kara Martin, Lily Wiley, Lucy Turner, Madeline Strickland, Maggie Adams, Maggie Lee, Mila Davidson, Nora Banks, Olivia Dover, Paisley Smith, Sophia Henson, Sutton Towns, and Zoe Martin. They're coached by Laurie Bowers, Tina Bennett, Haley Lee, and Lindsay Smith. As the 9 and under Junior Trojan cheerleaders. Next up is the 8 and under Junior Trojan football. Rhett Andrews, Jackson Boland, Chase Boland, Camden Brown, Everin Chavez, Jason Clark, William Duckworth, Liam Flores, Riker Foster, Taylor Franklin, Weston Gibson, Owen Raven, Smith Hall, Avery Huggins, Hunter Lee, Bennett McNair, Bo Mosley, Benson Mullen, Andrew Nix, Miles Owen, Luke Parrish, Ford Patterson, Carter Reynolds, Avery Schleeman, Knox Towns, Brody Waters, and Turner Webb. They're coached by Cody Hall, Mike Mobley, Travis Patterson, Reese Parrish, Josh Lehman, and David Andrews. That's the 800 Junior Trojan football team. The 800 cheerleaders. Adeline Payne, Ellen Ward, Aria Franklin, Aubrey Gauthier, Aubrey Finfield, Avery Sims, Caroline Cotton, Charlie Ann Goodman, Charlotte Woodrow, Elisa Amato, Ella Gibson, Ella Rose Urban, Georgia Sides, Harper Cardell, Harper Simpson, Highland Bagwell, Josie Nix, Layla Escalona, Lexi Brooks, Loretta Chase, Lucy Hawkins, Lucy Mayfield, Mason Linear, Maisie Grace Hembry, Millie Lovell, Paxton Prater, Reese Wilson, Stella Cox, and Vivianne Pierce. Coaches are Brooke Chase, Elizabeth Withrow, Jessica Cotton, Meredith Franklin, and Sarah Hembry. That's the 800 cheerleaders. The 700 cheerleaders. Alexa Burris, Amelia McClellan, Audrey Martin, Evelyn Smith, Beckett Elliott, Camille Shockley, Carly Cuny, Catherine Mobley, Dean Smith, Eleanor Smith, Emery Ives, Eugene Stanfield, Everett Davies, Brian Singletary, Harlow Ivy, Harper Dunnigan, Henley Skinner, Joey Carney, Kinley Sims, Henry White, Lauren Ray Brown, Lucy Letcher, Lucy Lovell, McKenna Ashworth, Mackenzie Carter, Millie Colton, Scarlett Moe, Taylor May, Victoria Peters, and Ridley Bowman. Their coaches are Jessica Smith, April Stanfield, Becca Bowman, Olivia Shockley, and Callie Sims. That's the 700 cheerleaders. Your 600 football players. Baylor Allgood, Aiken Beasley, Whoops Bradford, Brett Connor, Jet Etienne, Harrison Frazier Tinian, Griffin Goodman, Lucas Green, Lucas Haney, Maverick James, Ledger Dixon, Tyson Lample, Gage Ogletree, Brady Osteen, Roland Page, and John Perry. They're coached by Zach Allgood, Camden Beasley, Jonathan Etienne, Greg James, Devin Hollander, and Haston Page. That's the 600 Junior Trojans and the 600 cheerleaders. Allie McMillan, Amelia Abercrombie, Anna Brooks Gailey, Anna Grace Mott, Aniston Watkins, Ava Patrick, Avery Bowen, Ashley Robinson, Brooklyn Janney, Callie Clark, Della Benfield, Allie Huggins, Inslee Bolger, Beverly Amon, and Grace Ann Parrish, Hadley Hood, Isabella Long, Hyla Purdue, Cadley Cash, Kennedy Shows, Lee Nichols, Lindy Poston, Maddie Brooke Smith, Maylee Grace Merritt, Nora Moore, Olivia Adams, Sadie Loden, Skyla Kane, Tinsley Sims, Whitley Borchers, and Zoe Smith. Their coaches are Jenna Robinson, Amanda Nichols, Jordan Benfield, Katie Smith, Kelsey Cash, and Kelsey Folger. It's the 600 cheerleaders. One more round of applause for all our Junior Trojan football players and cheerleaders. Challenge. Yes, and all fans, including kids, please take the road safety and spectators can watch the game. Also, please note the baseball field, rifle area, and the ball field with the live ball for the fans. Welcome to all spectators. time, we ask everyone who is able to please rise and for gentlemen to move their hats for a few moments of silent personal prayer, meditation, and reflection. Standing and lift your voices to join the North Hall Marching Band, direction of Mr. Kevin Carwell as they present our national anthem.
season, we remind everybody who we are, and we are their part. This season, we remind everybody who we are, and we are your part. We will bring relentless effort, the kind of effort that doesn't care what the scoreboard says. It doesn't put it out. We've got a championship attitude. We believe in each other. We trust the grind, and we keep a championship mindset on every single snap. And then there's toughness, physical toughness. See, we hit like trucks, not like golf balls. Like that's not good. The mental toughness. We stay focused, stay locked in, and don't flinch when things get hard. And then we have spiritual toughness, because we've got it. We've got truth. And we've got something to keep our chest and no scoreboard information.
Every single person on our side is part of this team. You are the 12th man.
Now let me hear you if you're ready to play hard, have fun, and expect to win.
Let's go out and remind everybody that in the north, in the north, in the north.
Your captains for Cherokee Bluff, number 6, Malcolm Belksass, number 11, Jackson Portland, number 43, Brett Pierce, number 86, Toby Giuliano, captains for North Hall, number 17, Walker Dexter, number 12, Parker Hall, First quarter brought to you by First United Methodist Church, Westbrook. Representative Walker Mountain, Mary, Dean DeVito. Representing Panther, Dunning and Neal Elementary, Principal Harry Smith. Representing North Hall Middle School, Principal David Wagner. And representing North Hall High School, Principal Billy Wells, as he's then received support checks from the North Hall Community Education Foundation. Thank you, North Hall community, for all you do to support their these Western schools. Yard of the Cherokee Bluff Marching Bears. Tonight, the Marching Bears proudly present an excerpt from their 2025 production titled Stand On, featuring Painted Black by the Rolling Stones, A Fistful of Dollars by Ennio Morricone, and Bad Guy by Billy Eilish. The Marching Bears are led in the field by drum majors Nathan Herod and Eva Scaly.